Unbelievable. You will thoroughly be shocked and surprised. So this is what is happening. TVC, okay, makes you turn quickly, deletes their Twitter posts after Osinbajo topped Tinubu. So what happened is that, TVC, the television, made an online post just to see how people will vote between Tinubu and Osinbajo. And before they could, say Jack Robinson, the polls has gone that Osinbajo was already topping Tinubu, and this is a Lagos, Lagos Lagos TV station, and immediately they had to quickly delete it so that they don't find themselves losing or get this, being out of favor with Tinubu. Immediately they deleted it. Immediately, they did not even waste time. Let's get all the details. So let's get all the details as TVC quickly deletes, the online polls. Previously owned television station, Television Continental, tried to beat a quick retreat to delete its own polls when it became obvious that current Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, thus national leader of the All Progressive Congress (APC), in the poll it conducted on Twitter. The poll centered on who could carry the day eventually at the primaries of the ruling party, in which the former governor of Lagos State has failed out to contest against the vice president and other contestants across the country, which kicked off in Abuja on Monday. Ahead of the event, the popular TV station owned by Tinubu, apparently shocked by the result, which was topped by Osinbajo as the favorite of the party's ticket, had to be deleted. They had to delete the result and the outcome after seeing the position of Nigerians who were more in favor of the candidate of Yemi Osinbajo. It was gathered that the television station, with headquarters in Lagos, on its official handle Wednesday, conducted an APC primary polls asking, now that Atiku has emerged as the People Democratic Party presidential candidate, who should APC fill in as their flag bearer. Rotimi Amechi, the immediate past Minister of Transportation, Osinbajo incumbent Vice President, Senate President Hamid Lawa, Tinubu were listed as the candidate that should be responded to in the choice of who should become the flag bearer. It was disclosed that immediately the poll started, it was discovered that after 1,721 people had voted, with Osinbajo leading by 43% of votes cast, followed by Tinubu with 40%, Amechi with 8%, and Lawa was 9% of the total vote cast. The tweet was deleted. In related news, at Twitter handle Big Daddy, knows to be the dogged follower of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who was subsequently hosting a tweet space, had to delete his post, which equally gave the same negative results on Asiwaju. His post was quickly pulled down. This is exactly what is going on now. People are trying to do everything they can in every way, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that, they give an opinion between, these people. And right now, they are doing everything they can to ensure that these people, do not have, what it takes. These people are working at it to ensure that they do everything they can to make sure that they are the ones in charge. So, I mean, they did everything they possibly can. They put things in place. And now, after the polls has gone on, they can see for themselves that, Professor Yemi Osinbajo was leading. And in order not to humiliate their own, they quickly had to delete the post immediately. They quickly had to take it down and ensure that, they allow, they allow for their own, what they want to stand, because they were thinking, they wanted to see who people are preferring, okay, so to say, who is the preferred candidate for the people. So this is what is happening right now. This is what is going on. We'll keep you more up to speed, in all of these things to bring you more up to speed. It shows, really clearly shows to every one of us where the hearts of the people are, and how, these things are beginning to play out. It's very clear. The truth of it is that every one of us must begin to rise up to the occasion and do everything humanly speaking possible. So at the end of the day, we are all on the same page, making progress and being, in one accord. It's high time we begin to rise up for what is right and for what is true and for what is good, so that the nation do not suffer as a result of those who have seen themselves to become, the ones who do decide what is going on. Yemi Osinbajo and Tinubu, they've come a long way. Tinubu served as his attorney general, while he was the governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007, and that was what Tinubu made reference to yesterday when he said, well, when Tinubu said yesterday, he said, listen, guys, I made the vice president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, I made him. I made, even the president. I gave my position for the president to become, the president of the country. Yet, he abandoned, he discarded everything. He discarded everything. So this is the very same person now who is going against me. You see, so I mean, these were the people that were put out in the polls. Now that PDP has gotten a candidate, and it's clear that they can't take it any further from there. Atiku has done all he possibly can, to emerge as the People Democratic Party presidential candidate. And now with Atiku as a People Democratic Party presidential candidate, they need to now get a candidate to ensure that is able to match, Atiku, because they want to stay in power. But guess what? Power does not belong to any man. Power belongs to God. If you take it forcefully, there are consequences, and they conducted a poll to try to see what people are saying. And because the Senate president was also there and other people. So these are the things that are happening, and why every one of us must begin to work at it and do everything we can, humanly speaking, possible, to ensure, that we get out of the current predicament and bring Nigeria to where it ought to be. So there are real issues and there are matters and everything ongoing, and why we all must, work at it. Amechi's name was also there. The Senate president was there, and the vice president was there. But before you could say Jack Robinson, the vice president was leading that, and that's what happened. This is what is going on now, and why none of us, can just sit back, and not make up our minds to vote. We must make up our minds to vote, and we must vote for the candidates that could potentially, bring us good nation by their work and what they would do. So this is what is happening. My wonderful people, it's about time we begin to work at it and do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that we have the best. Bye for now.